Old school, new school.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. You know who it is.
OG Lee in the house. Once again.
Yes, sir. OG
Thank
Lee.
goodness.
UNDE. Hey, we back with another one, baby.
Back with another one.
I think this is number 3.
I think this might be episode 4.
Episode 4?
Yeah, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I get my numbers mixed up, but today this is old school, new school, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So the new school was just wanting to know from the old school, maybe you personally, OG Lee, any like pet peeves that you have, or because as men, I feel like maybe we don't get to complain sometimes.
Man, I got one major pet peeve, and usually my pet peeves, I don't remember them till they come up.
Yeah. Tell me one.
But this one, man, I was just at the buffet yesterday, so this pet peeve is still fresh, and that is people who put too much on their damn plate, knowing they ain't gonna eat all that shit, man.
At the buffet?
At the buffet. And I don't get that, because it's like you can always go back up for more, so why would you pile and then don't eat it? Eyes
are bigger than the stomach, as some say.
Yeah.
So what's the limit though? There's
no limit. I'm like, no, you keep going up. Eat to your heart's content, but don't go up and say, okay, here's the this, the that, and pile it on and see if you're gonna eat it. Eat it and then keep going up. If you kill them like that, I'm all for it. But don't put all this shit on your plate and then when you finish, all that shit is still, or half of it is still on your plate. That's wasting food. And them Chinese people be giving you that side eye too. They be giving you that side eye like, man, nigga, you wasn't going to eat all that shit. Why you waste all that food?
That's the American way, though, isn't it? Come on now.
No. Well, yeah, waste is. Waste is. But, for old school, that's why you're asking old school. Old school didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you didn't eat. So it wasn't your mom. Matter of fact, your mom's or whoever your parent was told you, you can have as much as you want, but you better eat everything on that plate.
You better eat that plate.
On that plate. And then, if you don't eat your dessert, if you don't eat all that shit, you don't get no dessert. That was the incentive.
That's law.
But man, I see that and I see it with people's kids, when I'm in there and I'm like, oh, they learning that shit from their parents, right? There's no reason to waste all that food, man. It's just being a glutton.
There was a pet peeve that kind of makes me think of it is, when someone doesn't even try something first.
Oh man,
they're saying they're not a fan.
I don't like that.
They don't like it. Yeah,
they don't say I don't like the way it looks. Even they just say I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Never having tasted it,
or even saying it's gross, even, which is wild.
Now that's the little kid. That's one of my granddaughters for sure. Oh, that's gross. Yep. Never even tasted it, and you'll be surprised. Some things may, they say looks are deceiving. Very much so.
Which, I think really tasting things is a large part. Like we were talking last episode of kind of growing up and things to implement to a kid. I think kind of getting things on that palate is maybe something that might be slept on. Getting them to try different things,
stuff, especially when it's foreign stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Try that shit sometime.
Yeah.
And if you throw up, you throw up. What the hell?
No throw up, man. We eating everything edible, eh?
Man, I think I would even try some chocolate-covered ants. Somebody told me about those when I was overseas. I didn't get to try them, but I was going to try them. I figured it tastes like chocolate. Probably couldn't even taste the ants.
I've tried...
and they got chocolate-covered roaches.
It wasn't roaches. It was something. No, not an ant. Something bigger than an ant. I'm trying to think like.
And I knew some cats when I was growing up. Boy, they would have made a mint selling roaches and shit for them to them chocolate. They would have made a mint, boy.
Getting them out the crib.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
I used to have a partner, boy. His house was so infested with roaches. Everything they wanted, they had to put in the refrigerator.
Dang,
toothpaste was in the refrigerator.
Just to keep it from the
yeah, because roaches get on anything. Yeah. So they even had the toothpaste in the refrigerator.
Dang.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not lying.
What else? Come on, give me something else. They had toothpaste in the fridge? What else?
Toothpaste, anything that's edible, you certainly put in there. But they had the toothpaste in the refrigerator. And like I said, just anything, bread, anything that was edible, it had to be in the refrigerator. Yes, sir.
That's an interesting one right there. I don't know, we touched on some of your pet peeves. I just want to get back. Like I said, this is a time.
I know yours.
To vent,
one of your
complain.
major ones is
that?
damn littering.
Oh
man, we was in the car, man. This guy seen some litter by our park in our subdivision.
It's disrespectful.
I had to slam on the brakes, man. This guy, yo, stop. I thought something happened, man. He had to get out and pick up some bags and shit.
I'm just trying to make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying?
But you notice, man, when we went to that spot today, we went to another city. Today we went to Bryant. Mm-hmm. And I was just telling them how much cleaner it looked than Little Rock.
Absolutely.
And then an important thing you said was they don't have people around here who decide to open their car window and chuck shit out, you know? And when I thought about that, I said, yeah, that is the difference, because in our neighborhood, man, you got trash from it looks like people throwing it out of their cars and stuff like that.
For no reason.
And they don't ask themselves the question. What's the question you said they should ask themselves?
One of them is who's going to pick it up.
The main one, when you think about it, who is going to pick that up if I throw it out there? Most times, nobody. If they do, it's going to be a long time. That litter's going to be out there for a long time, and it makes the neighborhood look messed up.
Because I say, just think about it like this, right? Our planet as like your house or home, which it is, just like at your house, you're going to just eat something and just throw it?
Although I don't know. Some people, you go in their house,
you're in the crib, you're like, say you're eating like a sandwich, paper towel, you just launch the paper towel onto the ground. Oh, man.
Now,
obviously, then I have to pick this up, I guess.
A lot of people throw, contraband out their car. Yeah. Like if they drinking, they throw that out there, anything dealing with, oh, man, the thing that used to kill me when I was cleaning up, I told you, was the damn cigar wrappers.
Rillos
blunt,
and such.
yeah, those blunt papers all over the place, liquor bottles, and anything contraband that they wouldn't want to get stopped by police and have it in their car. They throw it out the window.
Launch that thing on.
But when they go to fill up at the gas station, they got the garbage cans right there.
Right there. Everywhere, man.
But that's important, man. I wish that message could really get out, man. Stop fucking littering, man. Because if it's in your neighborhood, which it usually is, who's gonna pick it up? Niggas ain't getting out there volunteering doing that trash patrol thing.
Absolutely not, man.
Shit.
Blocks up roadways,
and it makes a difference,
waterways. Man. It does. Just visually, a stark visual difference, like we saw.
And it takes value away from the neighborhood, man. Mm-hmm. And we could see a stark difference from where we went today in Bryant compared to where we live, man.
Night and day.
And it's a nice neighborhood and was always nice, but when you throw trash and all that shit, it's terrible, man. And that's really one of the things that makes a hood. When you start seeing trash
all over the place.
Yeah.
And man,
you're gonna have to talk to your people about that, man.
My people, which ones? My people ain't littering, man. Any of my people I know, they're not littering.
It makes no sense. I think it's the new school that does that shit though.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's the new school. Because see, old school don't ride around with contraband and shit like that. Old school smart enough, you go buy it, you take it to the house and do your thing, at the house. You don't ride around smoking and drinking in your car.
I might give you that one.
So it's the new school, man.
I might have to talk to y'all. Hey, we got to do better, bro. Piece of paper by piece of paper. Let's make this world a better place, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm being dead ass.
And stop killing all you young motherfuckers. Stop killing people and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Killing each other. Stop that shit.
Oh.
You think that could ever stop?
Killing?
Yeah, killing each other.
Just in general?
Yeah. Because let's face it, though. You don't have a lot of young white dudes in the penitentiary from killing each other, right? So it's got to be the new school, black people, if you're honest.
It's what we've talked about before, man. That lack of conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution. We got to deal with that shit. Every episode, we got to at least mention those two words, conflict resolution.
And then the access to firearms and even
that you can forget about, man, because they're going to always have firearms. Even though just yesterday, Colorado, they trying to pass a bill to ban not all firearms, but like, the
modified.
Yeah.
A switch.
Yeah. Things that can be used as assault weapons is what they were calling them.
Modifying old semi-automatic to a fully automatic.
Because you damn sure don't need those kind of weapons to kill no deer.
For what? For what?
But there's so much money in that, man.
Come on, man.
It is hard to ban that. And if you ban it, it's just going to be black market. Like most people get them now anyway.
Which brings me.
We's free. We's free. Thank God Almighty, we's free.
To a mind crusher.
Oh my goodness.
This one here.
These mind crushers damn sure crush my mind, man.
This one here is a vortex of infinite money.
Vortex is that shit that goes around, right?
Indeed. Okay. There's a vortex in your bathroom that spews out money whenever you want it. Also, it's a talking vortex, and it's like, hey, I'm a talking vortex, and I have infinite money inside me. Need any cash? It's for real. What will you do with the vortex? How will you protect it? And what will happen to the world?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen to the world. Because the world ain't going to know about it. As far as I'm concerned. It's going to be kept secret? And as a matter of fact, I might just build another bathroom onto the house so my family don't even have to go in that bathroom. Shit. But
so you're going to keep it secret. Are you going to start building a relationship with it? Y'all are going to kind of have combos? Or what? Y'all going to get close?
We're going to get closer than most. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to treat him like a genie. You know how you rub the genie and shit? Yeah, man. Me and that vortex are going to be cool. He's talking, right?
Yeah, he's talking like, hey, man, you need some cash?
I'm going to tell my wife about the vortex, though. About all of that. Because she's going to be wondering, who the hell you in the bathroom talking to and shit? That nigga crazy. Man,
just give me like 10
in the bathroom talking to herself.
What if you have to start making like good offers, though? Like you got to really like... gotta soften him up. He starts asking for gifts and things. You gotta bring.
Man, I'm gonna give him anything he wants. He's spewing me out money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yo, what you need, bro?
How far does it go? How far does it go? When do you draw the line?
I ain't drawing no line unless he stopped giving me money. Once he stopped giving me money, I'm like, yo, man.
What if your vortex starts getting P. Diddy vibes?
He want to party.
He's like, hey, Lee, come on.
I just want to party all the time.
With me no more. We want to party.
When he start acting like that, I'm gonna tell you, vortex. I'm gonna shit on him. You want to play that dumb shit?
He already in the bathroom, man.
I don't play that P. Diddy partying type shit.
Interesting.
You think P. Diddy really partied like a punk like that?
I mean, I bet he probably
his bodyguard was telling him, talking about he'd be buying butt plugs and shit. What the fuck's a butt plug? I'm a naive motherfucker when it comes to these shit. I'm old school. Yeah. As far as I know, niggas ain't deal with no butt plug. What the fuck's a butt plug?
Sexual toy, just essentially.
But who asked you put it in yours or the? Because if he put it in, if he put it in the girl's ass, I guess it's a girl. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. But you buying a butt plug to put in your ass. But what is a butt plug? And if you put a butt plug in somebody's ass,
exactly what it sounds like too. Just
so you plug up somebody's ass. What's that? I mean, what's that?
I guess like some sexual stimuli, some freaky
shit.
To
what? See it?
I don't know, man. Some would say don't knock it till you try it, but
I'm trying to even envision what the fuck's a butt plug like. Does it just plug up the hole, or is it like a dildo type shit, or what? And then I want to know, is he butt plugging his ass or the other person?
Now that, my friend, I cannot answer.
Because they said he's tripping on these parties and shit.
Yeah, I bet Diddy. I can almost guarantee Diddy's a wild man. For sure.
Well, you could be a wild man. I know a lot of dudes, that's been in the entertainment, all that wild boys, but they be doing it with the opposite sex. They don't be partying with the same sex type motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. You think he fucked T.D. Jakes?
I heard that. That's like,
what
man. Even accusation to make? You know what I'm saying? Of all things you can say, there's some truth to all kind of like crazy.
But man, look, this is my thing on that. Him? If I was going that route, right?
Yeah. Why TD Jakes?
I would look at TD Jakes and be like, "Oh man, I sure got to have him. Oh, get out of here with that shit, man."
I don't know. Is he Diddy's actual like priest or something, or he goes to his church? I don't know.
Diddy's a priest?
No, I said, is he? I said priest. I meant preacher.
Diddy's a preacher?
No, TD Jakes.
Yeah, he's always been a preacher.
That's
He's a
what I'm
mega
saying.
preacher.
Is he Diddy? Like, is he at Diddy's church or
Is he at Diddy's church?
Yeah, does Diddy.
You mean is Diddy a member of his church?
Yeah.
Shit, if they party like that, I'm sure he's a member of his church, even if it ain't the one he preaches.
So it's that
they be rich. down at the altar and shit. Something is happening.
I told you, it's you get rich and then it's like this normal sex, this normal relationships.
Like I said, boy, it ain't that much rich in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, you were talking about that money vortex, bro. You started sounding a little crazy.
We ain't talking about nobody putting nothing and doing none of that old dumb shit. If the vortex, like you said, want to do that, I'm going to say, yo, I'm going to flush him. After I shit on him, I'm going to flush him down the toilet. But so a vortex is like isn't that like a whirlwind?
Yeah, you can't just get rid of a vortex.
So the whirlwind becomes a human? Because you talking about it talking and all this type of shit.
I'm thinking just like, you know that thing probably not off of Power Rangers though. It's kind of just like a whole you could speak to, you know, not a human body, just kind of like a.
Me and the vortex.
I would think a dark, like a black hole, essentially.
You keep saying hole. I ain't messing with the vortex's hole. But anyway, I'm gonna be cool with the vortex as long as we keep things, you know, on the up and up. We ain't got no problems. But I wonder if I could set his ass on fire. Could you set a vortex on fire? Because he start talking that shit,
he's
man.
inside your bathroom, so that would be potentially detrimental.
But I could, you know what? If he really started that, I would wait till I got enough money, and then I'd set the whole crib on fire. Because I got enough money to move somewhere else.
And then, right, your whole house burns, and then this vortex he's been keeping secret, he's just still there.
I'm not there, though.
Now everybody knows about him.
I don't care. He just gave me money. So, I mean,
does the vortex only work for you, I wonder? Does he become someone else's vortex?
Well, as long as I, you know, got my money and I've moved on, I wouldn't give a damn, you know, if he was somebody else's or not.
And we started off, like I said, as men, we don't get to complain as much as we like, right?
What you want to complain about?
Keep complaining. Let me hear some more pet peeves, bro. Give me some more shit that grinds those gears.
Man, another pet peeve I have, man, is when I hear motherfuckers lying. You know, just to kind of make themselves look good. And a lot of times when people are lying, they don't realize that you know they lying. You know what I'm saying? And they just piling it on.
Well, that's the worst. You know it's a lie coming out and they just still pushing it.
And I'm just asking myself, why?
Yeah.
And then some people become habitual lies to the point where I already know you lying about that. Why are you lying about that, man?
Is it one lie somebody lies to you and then you can't trust them after that? Or how does it work for you?
I guess it really depends on the magnitude of it. If it's a little white lie and shit,
severity,
you know,
lie.
I still fuck with them. But if it's a major lie, I might reconsider and just not even have them come around me or me go around them. Just stay the fuck away from them, in other words.
That leads into one of my pet peeves. Kind of not lying, but someone who lacks kind of the ability to take accountability. If that makes sense.
Always blaming somebody else.
Yeah, or maybe they'll just never say sorry in some instances.
Well, most people don't say sorry though.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of times you can't expect that from a person.
Why not, bro? I don't like. Why can't you expect sorry from a person?
Well, if it's a person that doesn't accept, accountability or responsibility,
so nobody
for something,
expects
not nobody, but a lot of people. That's a word I learned. Culprit. Back in the day, they want to find a culprit. It's never them. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody else or something else to blame. Something else happened. You know, some type of people that they start off the sentence, what had happened was, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
See what had happened was.
Yeah. Me and little Bobo and all talking about Junebug and all this type of bullshit.
Everybody else gets the balls.
Nigga, that was you. And we know you by now. But it is what it is, man.
And you know, there's something that needs to maybe happen to those people, right? Maybe harsh.
No, they're going to be like the little boy who cried wolf at some point. you know. And,
you just don't believe them at that point.
Yeah, and something they're gonna really be in a situation where they really do need you, and you just gonna be blowing them off like, man, get the.
You ain't trying to hear it because you
You
already
ain't
know how
doing
to get
nothing
down.
but lying and shit.
Or you can take the extreme approach and bring you to the word of the day,
Oh my goodness, what is that?
which is the word eradicate.
Oh my goodness, that's a good word. What's going on? You know, like over in what you call them, Israelians.
The Israelis.
Over there, them Israelians.
The Israelis?
Yeah, them Israelians. No, the Israelis. That shit that they doing to the Palestinians, man. They try to eradicate them because they just dropping bombs on them, creating disease, poor sanitation, not feeding them and shit like that. So they trying to eradicate them, get rid of them, totally.
Give the
Completely.
listeners that definition, man. You kind of blew past that, started using it, which we do want a sentence, of course.
Okay. So, real simple. The Israelis are attempting.
Let's get that definition, bro. Come on.
It's to destroy completely. To which I guess this would be a good word, annihilate. To destroy them completely.
I like that.
And it's happening right before our very eyes. Yeah. And we are complicit in it as the United States of America because we helping them with all the bombs and shit. How do you feel about that, man? You feel like you being complicit, or you like, oh, that's them making the decisions?
I wouldn't say I guess I am a part of it since I am an American, but I wouldn't say I'm complicit. What should I be like riding in the street type of deal? Or what are you thinking?
If you did that, maybe people would follow you, or you could join people that's already, out there doing their thing. Because there are a lot of people out there. See, the news is not going to tell you.
Aaron Bushnell, you want me to get like that, Mr. Bushnell?
Well, there's people who eat humans,
cannibals.
Yeah, I mean, but literally certain, type of people. I know what they're called, but I mean, certain groups, they do that. Like when somebody in their family dies or whatever, they eat them.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? They don't. I read about it, man. Some of these people on the islands or something.
Indigenous, like or they're like,
yeah.
Okay, I've heard of those.
So when their people die, they eat them. They don't do the whole embalming in the grave thing. They're like, boy, I got the leg. Give me the arm. Man, shit like that.
Do you think it's nutrition value or probably cultural? Or
man, I bet you a human body is so delicious.
Delicious?
And I bet you, yes, you eat other animals, right? People eat steak. Steak is kind of tough. Look at this flesh on his arm. It's all nice. Imagine if you know how to barbecue, right? You get your fire going and everything. You put that on. You keep it turning right. I bet your arm tastes just as good. Not that I want to try it, but I bet you too that you could be eating.
Would you try it?
I would like to try it with somebody saying, this is a new kind of meat,
Yeah,
and I tried. I don't know it's human. I bet you it'd be delicious.
Would you be upset if somebody did that and you found out after the fact?
No, because they told me it was gonna be some kind of meat. You know what I'm saying? As long as I would be like, yo, don't put no bullshit in there. But they say it's some kind of flesh, some kind of meat.
Yeah,
I would try it because they would have it all nice and barbecued or however they were gonna cook it.
Sauteed.
Say, hey, try this, and I bet you it would taste delicious. It's meat.
How would you have your human?
You know what? You think like. And this is a trip
medium rare
in India, right?
Uh-huh.
It's probably like 2,000 to 5,000 people a year that gets killed by those tigers. They just come out, snatch them, and run up. Man. And so they wouldn't keep doing that if human flesh didn't taste good. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I bet you that cooked human flesh to us would be good. I wouldn't be like some of them people, wanting to eat brain, calling it like sushi or whatever, like. But I guarantee you, like your ears, like pig ears, people eat pig ears, right? I probably would just nibble on the lobes. That'd probably be, nice. Give me those lobes,
You wouldn't go for the whole thing. I feel you, man. I got some fat lobes, boy. I might
I do
give you
too,
the right
man.
nutrition,
That's
boy.
what I'm saying. It could be some nice, you could eat the ears, right, and the lobes for appetizers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're having a few beers, eat the ear lobes, and you could probably eat the ear part, kind of like exactly.
You're sick. You're
No, man, I'm telling
absolutely
you,
sick.
people, and imagine if things got tough, and people started. I guess they would start eating people.
Yeah. If we weren't so bougie, we could.
What about the fingers?
Cure the famine, obviously.
What about the fingers?
People dying. What about them?
I mean, you could munch on them like pretzel, kind of like snack or whatever.
You would have to kind of eat them like a chicken, chicken leg, kind of around the bone. Just eat that outside, twist it a bit, which is sick.
And once you start getting, inebriated, you know how people start eating some of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You'll taste anything, try anything. So I think the thighs, would be fleshy and pretty good.
The snout, I'm sure will be. I feel like my nose would probably be tasty. I got a nice fat schnoz on me.
The toughest part would probably be the ass.
No, I feel like the ass might be a nice.
Depends.
bite.
Like some females, you know how they do that. They be doing that. What do you call that shit when they shake their ass? Twerking, yeah.
Like
and some of you be seeing it jiggling. So maybe some of it. So. But then some people who be doing that weightlifting shit, squatting and all that shit, their ass be tight.
Firm, man. Yeah, it depends on the ass you. Hold up. Look at them right there, bro. Doing the same thing like they've been doing. Not liking, not commenting, just sitting there cheesing.
Man, comment on this shit because these dudes be talking some dumb shit, man.
Not a
crazy
like,
shit.
Bro, okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to do what we need to do. Y'all go do what y'all need to do with the like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be right back. We get back together, and we're going to do this, all right? You do what you do. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, we appreciate that. We are back.
Hey, while we took that break, I was checking on something, man, because my man told me about barbecue. This guy named Jimmy Barbecue.
Uh-oh.
I can't pronounce his last name. It's like Chesrier or some shit like that.
French.
But this guy, he's an ex-cop, and now he's like a militant in Haiti. Mm-hmm. And they said they called the boy Barbecue because he's into that cannibalism. So speaking
as
of
a war
that,
tactic.
I didn't know about this, but we were starting to talk about that. They're really doing that. So people must be delicious. People must be delicious.
Would you go for a lighter? Do you think the race of the person changes the taste?
Well,
or like a Cornish hen, they have would it switch up the taste a bit?
First of all, anybody under 18 is off limits.
Okay.
I
got you. So you like a mature.
I think light skins might be a little more tender,
a little supple,
because they tend to have like easier lives maybe than darker people. You know what I'm saying? They get treated better. They do. That's a fact.
Like free reign. They're like free reign.
Exactly. Meat. Free range chickens as opposed to the ones that's been all caged up.
No, but look, we're getting off of the topic at hand. I was hearing about what was going on in Haiti. I know it's civil unrest since, I would say the earthquake, disrespectfully. That was when I was in high school 10 years ago, dating myself. But my boy Jimmy is over there.
I've studied
cutting up
a little bit about Haiti. Mm-hmm. And there always seems to be something going on in Haiti.
Absolutely.
And I think
since the beginning of their time, man.
I think that, Haiti is the second largest place that has iridium other than Africa. Iridium is a very important mineral. Mm-hmm. And all that distraction.
What is it used for? Exactly.
It's like used as a additive in metals to like harden them and what have you. So very important.
Like we talking.
It's when you're doing gold, jewelry and platinum and this kind of stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's a very important component. The iridium. You never hear anybody talk about that.
I don't.
Americans are over there stealing all their iridium. That's why they keep with all of this distraction. You never hear them talking about the iridium. They've got the most iridium other than South Africa.
And it fortifies the metal, you were saying?
Yes. And so it's very important. And I'm sure it's used for a bunch of other things. But Americans are over there stealing the iridium, hand over fist. And so for people to not think about that and talk about that, because it's just straight up theft, right? Just like in South Africa, when they got these people mining diamonds and all of this killing that's behind it and all of this. Mm-hmm. So in order to keep people's mind off that theft that they're doing, they always create strife in Haiti. Because like I said, if America really had a problem with Haiti and this Jimmy Barbecue guy and all of this, they'd send the CIA in or a special force and this guy's dead.
We pay so
I think it's a distraction from us stealing their iridium.
The iridium.
I could be wrong, but go do your research and think about it for yourself.
Yeah, and I saw like during this happening, the Prime Minister of Haiti stepped down. He wants no part.
He stepped down, and I bet you he's out of the country. Mm-hmm. If he stepped down, that means they was going to kill him. And he knew that, so he said, let me step my ass down, and I guarantee you he's not in Haiti. I guarantee you he's in probably France or somewhere in Europe, or maybe even in Miami. That's their number one place they go to.
To a booty club?
No, to go live in a Miami mansion because he's made enough money from the Americans and all these other governments paying him off.
Kick back and live life, eh? Kick back and live life. We're going to have to stay tapped in on Haiti, man.
Yeah, because I think Haiti is probably could be such a wonderful place. Looks like the weather's nice. Mm-hmm. You know, they have the occasional hurricane, but who doesn't? Earthquake or whatever it is. I'm sure they have hurricanes too, but the occasional earthquake. But so do we, right? In I guess California has earthquakes or whatever. But yeah, man, that's something to watch to see what's happening with that, because it's involving black people that are being killed, man. And those are our brothers.
Brother! Those are our brothers. Hey, I know we were complaining, man. We just complaining, bro. Goddamn, complain.
Man, this beer is too hot.
But look, you didn't get the cool one in the break, bro?
No, this is fine, man. It's fine. You know, when I was over in Germany, they don't drink cold beer.
What?
They drink room temperature. Because their beer, first of all, it's not like really drafty and make you belch and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And so it's not quite the same as ours. It's more like a lager type of a. Could
a OG Lee UND old school new school koozie fit over one of those German beers?
No, because you usually go into the beer house.
You got an arm on that,
and
bad
you got
boy.
That, you got that mug type shit. But you drink a beer like a Heineken, a lager like a Heineken, and they come just like they come in America in the bottle.
Mm. And a bottle. How do you prefer your beer?
Nice and cold, man. Usually with some chips. That's what we sleeping on, man. I usually have some kind of chips. You know what I'm saying?
We can't be crunching all in our listeners' ears.
You know how black people do. You ever had somebody call you on the telephone, man, and they eating on the phone and they crunching all in your ear? Yeah, so
I get caught on my cell phone nowadays, but I feel you.
Yeah, so we could chew those on. As a matter of fact, what we're gonna do, which we talked about before, we are gonna do a review of some food. The one I wanted to do that I talked to you about was the chicken, the Churches, the Popeyes, the Kentucky Fried. Do a review on those, because I think
what are we going 1 through 10 or what?
What you call them is terrible, but people tend to like it. Popeyes, I thought Popeyes, man, was just a bunch of skin and grease.
I don't know. I don't really eat fried chicken out that much.
I don't eat that. I don't usually eat it, but that one time, I guess it was like a month ago, I had some. We had some company over.
It was a skinny
and they were like,
one,
"Yeah, go get some chicken." I was like, "Shit, it's kind of late." So Kentucky Fried Chicken was damn near sold out, which I couldn't believe. But you
went there first?
Yeah, eating some chicken. But I ended up going to Popeye, and I thought it was the absolute worst. I just took a bite, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." But as I was peeling it, to eat it, it was like just skin, very, very little meat, just skin and just a greasy skin too on top of that.
What's your pecking order? You're going KFC, Popeyes,
KFC, And then that's it, you know, because another one is churches. I guess I would go churches if I had to next.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one? Popeyes.
And here we got that's kind of the one a Sharks. You know, if you want to go something like that.
Oh, Sharks. Although I never ate, I don't think I really ate Sharks chicken. I ate their fish.
I like Sharks. It's way overpriced.
But what I did, man, yesterday, I told you I was at the buffet. And I normally don't eat chicken because a lot of times you can't even recognize it. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
You got buffet chicken?
But because
look stacking your plate up. He was over there stacking his plate up.
I didn't stack it up.
Okay,
and them Chinese people to tell you, I kill them, but I keep going back up. But I never eat the chicken. But the girl had just put it out. I was like, the aroma came and just bam. I'm like,
black man
shit,
problems.
this smell good. I killed them on that chicken. I killed them. I swear I had 20 pieces of that shit. I swear, man. But it was delicious. It was delicious. Hilarious. And this is the one buffet that they keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? The food don't get all crusted on the top and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They keep it coming, and it always looks good, you know, and tastes good. But yesterday, man, the chicken, I couldn't get over it. And I could tell it was chicken, you know. I could see the flats and I could see the little drumstick. Sure. I'm like, oh, this is some chicken. This ain't some rat or some shit.
Let me ask you a question, man. A scenario, rather, right? You're going to your local spot, your favorite spot you always pull up to, right? Eating spot. There's someone you don't necessarily know that well, but you know them. As they're coming out of your eating spot, they're like, don't go in there. There's roaches on the food. In your favorite spot, you always go to, they're like, oh, there's roaches on the food. There's stuff crawling around in there. Don't even go in there. They even like flash you like a video. Like, what are you doing? Are you still going in, or are you like, oh, dang, you switching it up and you go to a different spot?
I might switch it up and go to a different spot.
Okay.
But if I know they're good for the food, that might be that one time that I try those chocolate-covered roaches.
You just take that little seat, you let them hold that.
No, you know that happened, man. And, temporarily, I give the spot a rest. You know what I'm saying? And figured that if that was the case and they heard some complaints, you know, they would have cleaned it up, you know. Because if it's my spot and I like the food, you know, I want to keep eating it. So I gave it a little rest. And then I came back. And the food is still the way it was. Fire.
How long you let it breathe for? About a week or two? About weekly?
Nah, I do it 30 days.
30 days.
30 days. 30 days. So even if they had roaches,
they got to check.
By that time, they really start coming out and they seen them and they did something about it. But one of the things that made me go back to the spot is when I thought about it, I said, damn, there's not been an eating place that I know of that probably didn't have roaches. It's hard to get rid of roaches. Even like to include maybe, you know, people's houses, my house. It's not like you never seen a roach. Yeah, you know, roaches are attracted by food. So you can imagine in a restaurant. Now, if I saw a rat, that'd be a totally different situation, you know.
Okay.
Although, you know what's funny? I was seeing some videos of New York restaurants, and they were showing, you know, like these they were showing were the fast food restaurants. And they were saying, you know, they were showing you after it closed. And, you know, during the daytime, the rats, of course, disappear. But they were showing as soon as they closed how all these rats were coming out. I was like, wow.
Crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah.
And they got, matter of fact, you can look on YouTube and some of those places, some of those forums and shit, they show you that shit, man. When the rats come out. And they show one guy, he got pissed off at these Chinese people, and he was putting rats seemed like every 2 or 3 days, he'd come by with a box full of rats and was putting them into their restaurant.
Just to get them out of there?
No, not just because he was pissed off. I'm sure them Chinese people probably didn't care. They probably, once they was catching them, was eating them probably or some shit. I don't know. But he was doing that kind of to piss them off. Because, you know, if you're American and you look around and you see a rat, you're getting up out of there. So he could have been doing it to try to, you know, mess up their business. Obviously, he was doing it to mess up their business.
The disrespect. I wasn't going to do it, but I gotta do it. I got
Do
one,
it, man.
one over
do
here.
it. Do it. Do
Piquing
it.
my interest. This one's
We's
piquing my interest.
free. We's free.
Interest.
Thank God Almighty.
I might send us off on this one. But
We might need to be sent off.
take this into consideration, right? And it's kind of going with the flow of what we've been talking about here. This one is fingers and toes.
We already talked about eating some fingers now.
Hey everyone. So there's this new company called Fingers and Toes for Cash Now that will pay you $15,000 for any fingers or toes you can sell to them, tax free. What's your next move?
15,000, and they made sure they put in tax free, so you don't have to worry about the taxes.
You don't get taxed for that. No taxable gain. I'm
going to talk to the undertaker, because you notice, or sometime when they have a dead body, they'll have their hands like propped up in front of them. But I'm gonna start telling him, hey man, these people, you put their hands down by their side.
That one.
Because did they say thumbs are included?
They just said
they said fingers. Because it's not technically a finger. They say this is a thumb, right? So, but anyway, you're talking about 75G, right? So you're talking about 150, right? Because I don't want to get no live people and get their hands. Mm-hmm. But as soon as they dead, you know what I'm saying? Damn near before they get cold, I'm telling them, look, man, I got this hustle on hands and shit, on fingers. So, but I want him to prepare them. I don't want to have to chop the fingers off. Like, don't give me a hand unless my boys are taking a hand. Otherwise, they're just doing fingers. You know, since you're the undertaker, you do shit like that. You know, chop the fingers off, and I'm gonna come through, put them on ice. You know what I'm saying? And I figure if I get 150 from one person, I split it with him halfway. I ain't gonna be greedy, you know. And so, I'm gonna be down for that, man. I'm gonna be working with the undertaker.
What if they're like, you send it in, you're waiting for your payment, they're like,
oh, no. Soon as I turn them over, I want my money right there.
Hold on,
no.
These fingers need to be identified to a certain body.
Doing all that. Nigga, you want fingers or what? You changing the rules in the middle of the game? No, we ain't having that. I want my money or your fingers coming off. But listen to me, man. This is another pet peeve that I thought about.
Keep them coming, bro. And complain, bro.
People, since we was talking about the buffet, right? Yeah. But sometimes you don't go to the buffet. You eat at home, right? Yeah, you might eat something like spaghetti or, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And you may not feel like washing dishes, right? So you put them in the sink. One of my pet peeves is people who don't rinse the dish off before they put it in the dishwater or whatever, or in the sink, right? Because if they don't do that, the next day the food is all hard on the dish, so now you really got to wash some dishes, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas if you would have just took 5 seconds, ran it under some hot water, boom. It might still have some grease, but the next day a greasy dish is not as big as having to get all that food.
And they even got the water gun sometimes.
Exactly. So, I mean, that pisses me off when I look in the sink. I said, oh, shit. They left all of this food. Now it's all stuck on the plate, on the forks, all that shit. Now you really got to wash some dishes, man. You got to get the scouring pad and do all that shit. Man, if they took 5 seconds, rinsed it off, the next day dishes are a breeze when you got to wash them. Yeah, so that is a big slap. You know what I'm saying?
I like that one. Slap. I like that one, man. Hey. Anywho. Anyway, it's OG Lee. It's UNDE. It's old school, new school. I need y'all to go down those comments, man. Give us some of y'all's pet peeves.
Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Some of these mind crushers. Hey, let us know how y'all feel about that, man. Like, comment, subscribe, chat, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook,
man,
X.
Hey, I wish they would recommend, because those mind crushers, they have them in different places and stuff like that, right? If somebody would send in a set of those mind crushers, we'll give them like a old school, new school shirt email or something like that. We'll trade them.
Come on, man.
So that we could deal with, because those mind crushers to me are a little bit on the, on the crazy side. You know what I'm saying?
We talk nice.
So we need to get, matter of fact, you think some black people make some mind crushers? Because I know that ain't black people that made those. So maybe we could get some black-oriented mind crushers too, and we mix them up. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man. Shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Old school, new school. You know what it is. You know who it is. OG Lee. UNDE. We out.